I'm so glad the comforter. Come on, man. I can say that. Hey, but you know what? When I saw Ahrayah, I was happy to see him. Right. All right?
And he was happy to see you.
And he was happy to see me. So what the hell are you talking about? But I understand, brother. You know, I'm not going to get mad at you. You saying what's on your mind.
That's right.
Let me read on. It says, he said about High Priest Ahrayah, his own teacher. And I still said he was the man. You guys wouldn't know Ahrayah, High Priest Ahrayah, High Priest King Mashah, Yaiqub, none of them, unless we introduced them to you. And we put up the videos and said, these are my teachers, man.
That's right.
And we did say that Ahrayah is not in his right mind right now, man.
That's right.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, in contrast to Nate. Nate never did that. Which shows you how
Nate
he
called
feels.
him, and we going into the history of Israel.
Yeah.
That video, he called High Priest Ahrayah Ari. Oh,
Right.
that's Ari.
Right.
And then he said the heads was Mashah and Yaiqub.
Right.
No, the heads was Mashah, Ahrayah, and Yaiqub, man.
That's right.
And when it came to them scriptural breakdowns, which you go into, you're mocking Ahrayah. That's what you're doing. Okay, you nigga.
And the only reason he did that because we put it out there. We were the first to really put out King Mashah, High
Because
Priest
Nate
Ahrayah.
wasn't going to do it.
He wasn't going to do
Johanna
it.
wasn't going to do it.
That's right.
The dreaded HODC wasn't going to do it. This is one of the rare times Tahar has shown true humility and a sense of brotherhood. I want to cry. I guess knowing that the high priest is old and fragile, it wouldn't be a good look having beef with the creator. The creator of 12 sign chart. Well, actually, it was the Mosai that gave it to him. He didn't create anything, all right? But I understand. I understand where you're coming from, Ak. I'm going to read on. And a large portion of Hebrew Israelite doctrine, which we acknowledge. We put up the videos. You people that haven't, I'm talking about you that came in after 2007. You know about Mashah, Ahrayah, and Yaiqub from the videos that we put up back in the beginning. What, 08, 09 maybe, 08? And we said these are our teachers, man. Okay? You all keep saying that Ahrayah is the priest with the dirty garments. Well, why am I saying that? Because he said it. He taught us. He said it, man. He said Joshua the high priest is him. That's what I'm saying, what he told me.
And if it ain't him, who is it? Right.
Speaking to Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. And if it ain't him, who is it? Right. Who is it? Who is Joshua this high priest that has these filthy garments on? If that's not him.
There's no record of
It ain't me. It ain't Elder Apostle Tar. It ain't you, Elder Apostle Ramla.
That's right. That's right.
It ain't Elder Apostle Rakar.
Khan. Yeah, and there's no record, when you go back in the history, there's no record of where the high priest Joshua went off.
Okay, this gets juicy. You're so wrong. The priest that is spoken about is Tahar. Well, you know what? If that's me, I'll accept that because we're going to read now. So I'll accept that. Okay, I'll be the priest with the filthy garments. I'll accept that. I know it ain't me, but hey, I'll accept that, okay? Brother, don't get mad at him, brother. You know, he's speaking his heart. He is the high priest blinded with the garments that are filthy. He doesn't see it. Of course he wouldn't. Prophecy must be fulfilled, but now his own garments are going to be clean. Well, that's what you said. So if I'm him, I'm going to be cleaned anyway. Okay? It says, and he is going to come back to his righteous man. I guess he's talking about Ahrayah. He's been acting like a bitter, grumpy, hypocritical, envious heathen as the I don't know what it says, but I don't care, brother. As of the last 5 years or so, slowing, changing into I guess he meant slowly changing into a monster. All right, David, Saul, Solomon. I could go on. They all fucked up, but he will be cleansed soon. Okay, I just had to read that. That's from Israelite King. Okay.
He's a king. Who is his subjects?
This is Zechariah chapter 3, verse 4. And he answered and spake unto those that stood by before him.
Hold on. I just clicked on this page. The first, it says created playlist, right? There's a playlist. It says pimp shit. Love songs. You got Anita Baker. Then you got these Sarnetta videos, all right?
So, and he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment. That's what's going to happen. The Lord's going to change High Priest Ahrayah's filthy garments into clean raiment. And I said, Let them set a fair mitre upon his head, which the fair mitre represents this truth, the knowledge. And a fair mitre means, it's going to be a righteous mitre. It says, So they set a fair mitre upon his head and clothed him with garments, and the angel of the Lord stood by. And the angel of the Lord protested unto Joshua, saying, Thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, if thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, then thou also shalt judge. Thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, if thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, then thou shalt also judge my house, and shall also keep my courts. And that's what's going to happen. So once the Lord pulls them filthy garments off of him, he's going to be able to be back in his right mind to do all these things that the Lord gave him. It says, And I will give thee places to walk among these that stand by, because you're going to have
these that stand by. Break that down. Places among these that stand by.
Yeah, that's speaking about the men that are still teaching the right doctrine, and the angels, beginning with the angels, because the angels are the ones that's feeding us through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So he's going to be able to stand among those men that are still teaching the word in the right proper breakdowns. All right, it says, Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee. Who's the fellows that sit before him? Those are all the men that the Lord have risen up and woken up, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone and the men of Great Millstone. It says, For they are men wondered at. And when you go to the precept on wondered at, let me see. Wondered at 6. 6 is men of wonder or sign. So now we got to go to the actual blue letter and look it up.
And let me say this. So now, Lizette, you should know about the blue letter, right? You learned it from us. We learned you. Who learned you, ma'am?
All right. This is Zechariah chapter 3, verse 8. Right? So when you go down to the word wondered at, mawapath, which means wonder, sign, miracle, portent, wonder as a special display of the Most High's power. That's what the Lord said. He chose the weak things of the Most High to confound the wise. So it says, as wonder as a special display of the Most High's power, sign, token of future event. So meaning that these are going to be the men that's going to be set up in the last days to teach the truth and to hold firm that sound doctrine that the Lord gave us from the beginning.
Oh, also to display the Lord's power.
That's right.
The Lord give them power. And remember when was it Peter and John did that miracle in the book of Acts? I believe it says 3,000 souls was brought in the word that day. 3,000 souls believed just on that one miracle alone.
That's right.
And then there was another time 5,000 souls believed.
That's right.
So we're in that time now of miracles being done, the Lord showing his power through these men that are wondered at. Oh, one of the reasons they're going to wonder at those men is because they're going to see those men with that power.
That's right.
And they're going to wonder at those men.
That's right. Back in Zechariah 3:8. Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men wondered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch, which is dealing with Yahushai. You know, so this is letting you know that at the end, this was going to be happening at the end. You know, when Yahushai was going to come back, because Yahushai is that branch. You know, it says, for behold, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will, meaning that the 7 eyes basically represent that you're going to be able to see, you know, clearly.
And the 7 eyes and the 7 candlesticks and the 7 spirits, they all go back to the book of Revelation. And who received the revelations of Yahushai was John. Okay?
It says, behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the iniquity of that land in one day. In that day, saith the Lord, power of hosts, shall you call every man his neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree. And that's what's happening right now, because this represents the vine and the fig tree, the truth. You know, that's why Yahushua cursed that tree that didn't bear any fruit. Why? Because it didn't bear any fruit. You know, so meaning that we're going to be out there teaching and calling Israel from out, you know, no, it's the Lord to us calling the Israelites out from among these different nations to come to his truth. That's why you have the brother out there in the Philippines right now praising the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Well, you got guys in Africa. You got this one brother, shalom to him, out there in Mexico, GMS Mexico. So this thing been global, man. This is St. John 14:10, right? It says, believe thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. It says, believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. So Yahushua is saying you can believe that I'm in the Father, but believe me for what I do, the things that I do. Right. When you go into the scriptures, it's oh, he's doing everything that the scriptures say he's doing. Right. Well, that applies to us as well. Right. Believe us for the very work's sake. The fact that we go out there in the wintertime, the fact that there's GMS camps that are out there right now that have been out there all winter, man. Hey, I was looking at some other videos like Fopi, right? Them guys are running out of steam fast.
Yeah, that's why them guys have to all come together as one to try to build that fire, you know, because that fire is going out, you know. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You had some, Apostle Gabor? No. You know, so that's pretty much it. So that's the end of Zechariah, the 3rd chapter, you know, and yeah, and then pretty much this is the fulfillment of this is High Priest Ahrayah coming back to his right mind, and like Apostle Gabar had gone into this, and we've gone over this before, that when we were at that 3rd council at the house of David, you know, the day we got kicked out, when either the 2nd or the 3rd one, when that devil, the Chinese water rat said Ahrayah, you know, King Mashal said, you know, y'all talking this stuff about talking this stuff about Ahrayah, you better read the 3rd chapter. And we instinctively all knew what he meant, but them other guys didn't know because he never called the book out.
And that proves that Mashal had love for Ahrayah, even from that split taking place. Anyway, I went to Fopi, the main page, which is, I call him Dopey. Fopi Israelite School, right? And when you go to his page, he's basically talking about the whole rape thing. He said not even an animal would rape somebody. This guy's an emotional clown, man. But you know what I noticed about this guy? The head guy, which he been in this thing for 3 years, and all of a sudden he became an elder. Yeah. He's an elder now, you know?
Somebody put a comment, he got grays in his hair or his beard. He's an elder.
Hey, you got old fools out there.
But want to show you. Okay, now this is the last video he put up was 3 weeks ago. Mind you, if you go to any GMS, if you want to get something on GMS, you put in GMS or whatever sites that we use, you already know there's gonna be videos out. There's gonna be new videos up. It'd be 3 in the morning. You go on, the video just put up. You know, no views. Yeah. You can watch. Man, you can watch GMS videos into new videos constantly, fresh. Mm-hmm. Okay? Remember we read the scripture in, was that St. John the 7th chapter? About, matter of fact, go to that. What is that? St. John 7:38, I believe? Yeah. Living waters. These guys don't have living waters. Now you got one video where you got, it says Fopi Freestyle. And when you click on it, it's this guy, what's this dude's name? Mighty Hebrew. They're rapping on the video, man. Now check this out. If you go back 1 month, go back 2 months, you go back 5 months and they're outside speaking. This is 5 months ago. And that was on when they had Farrakhan down in D.C. and there you see Big Head or Little Head, what's his name? Baloo, all right? So these guys are seasonal Israelites, okay? They'll start coming out because it's starting to get nice out, man. Not today. It's a little nippy, you know. Now let me go from here to Fopi Brotherhood. This is Fopi Brotherhood. See how brotherly these guys are. The last scripture that was put up is called Fopi. Was it? What's that? Analab. I guess it's the brother's name. Bring out the word, and that was a year ago. He brought out the word, but he brought it out a year ago.
That was the last video.
Last video. Okay, let's go to Fopi Israelites. Another page. Zabak, Fopi, HOI, Passover, Part 5. That's the last video. The latest video is 1 year ago. Let's go back again. Fopi Denver. Six months ago, Esau has a perpetual hatred against Jacob, Israel. Oh, Jacob needs to wake up. And then on the video, they got our sign. Yeah. They got our sign. How ironic. Okay, let's go back. So if you said, oh, these are the guys, the Most High dealing with them, well, you better get used to watching them videos they put up a year ago or 6 months ago. Just keep watching the same ones. This is faulty Baltimore, Be-More Camp. You really should be called Be Less. Fopi and AOC at Baltimore, what is this, Artscape Jewish guy, and that was 6 months ago. Yeah. 6 months. 6 months. And that's it. That's the extent of all their pages that I see. So you guys, the Spirit ain't working with you guys, man. That's right. We getting ready. We fitting to put a show up later tonight. And do it live. We at the studio doing a show right now, edifying in the scriptures. Yep. When we close up now, we should have left already. That's why we get to the main camp kind of late because we go overtime.